The inclusive education policy's aim is to work towards all students having an equally matched and individually tailored educational experience. The policy commits to fostering environments that are free from discrimination and allow students to achieve high academic standing in a safe environment. The policy relates to Standard 4 in the APSD, create and maintain supportive and safe learning environments. This standard focuses on the management and well-being of the classroom, detailing the importance of support for students and their individual needs. The policy was seen in practice during my professional experience with the implementation of the NCCD program for students with disabilities that provides an individually tailored learning plan for each student that is applied within the classroom to allow for the best support academically and socially for the development of that child's individual needs. The inclusive education policy plays a critical role in teaching practices as it's a key in the levelling the playing field for all students' education. This policy impacts my teaching identity greatly as I place a high value in allowing all students to achieve to their best capabilities despite social, cultural, community and family backgrounds. To provide a judgment-free and non-discriminatory learning environment for all students should be every teacher's main priority, as it allows for them to be better equipped for their lives outside of the schooling environment. To achieve this vision and uphold the importance of this policy, I will need to equip myself with the knowledge to effectively enact inclusivity within a classroom. To do so, I will attend all professional development courses regarding diversity and inclusivity. The Advancing Partnerships Parents and Community Framework policy strives to strengthen the relationships and engagement of parents in the community with their child's education in a meaningful way. The APSD standard that most relates to this policy is Standard 7, engage professionally with colleagues, parents/carers and their community. Standard 7 details the importance of engagement with the parents/carers and community and colleagues in a professional manner to maintain a beneficial relationship that will allow me to know my students better. This is an important benefit for myself as knowing my students individually, such as their likes/dislikes and their personalities, will help me to tailor their education to their individual needs. During my professional experience, this policy was seen in action through the dedicated Hive portal, which allowed students, teaching staff and parents to view and interact with the learning material provided, along with what was going on at the school during the time. To effectively enact this policy, I will need to focus on developing structures for parent-teacher interviews along with professional development for learning effective ways to communicate with parents/carers and the community in a way that is meaningful and beneficial for all parties. The Valuing Performance policy acknowledges that educators play a fundamental role in the education that students receive and make sure that all teachers are performing at a high quality and are responsible for their own practices and development. The APSC standard that most relates to this policy is Standard 6, Engage in Professional Learning, which places a focus on how educators engage with professional development strategies to better their teaching output to their students, along with collaborating with colleagues to gain a different perspective and experience. During professional experience, the school I observed provided a dedicated staff portal for professional development and policies workshops and modules to complete. This was mandated by the school and allowed for all teaching staff to be aware and execute all the policies and strategies to the best of their professional abilities. As a teacher, I believe it is important to make sure that you are both yourself and your colleagues are performing to the best of their ability and make sure that each student is receiving a valuable education. During my own professional development in the lead up to my teaching career, I will have to advance my knowledge on how to be the best teacher I can be by participating in professional development where I can, as well as continuing to collaborate with others in the field to gain a broader perspective and experience. Meeting the Queensland Government standards as well as the school-specific standards is an incredibly important thing to do, and I must do everything I can to uphold these standards.